Ever feel like those personality tests and career quizzes are just like skimming the surface of who you really are?
Yeah.
Like deep down, there's this untapped potential just waiting for the right moment.
It's a common feeling. We're raised with all these expectations about what we should be good at,
Right.
what path we should take. But what if those expectations are totally out of sync with like our natural wiring?
That's exactly where this deep dive takes us.
Yeah.
Into this fascinating intersection of genetics,
Yeah.
ancient wisdom, even AI to like help us unlock that potential. We've got some really intriguing sources to unpack today from Gray Consulting reports that hint at this whole new era of personalized career guidance
Interesting.
to something called the genetic light sequence. Have you ever heard of that?
I have. It's a system developed by a researcher named Oreva.
Yep.
And it's quite fascinating. Essentially, the genetic light sequence, or GLS, categorizes individuals based on their natural talents and how those talents can be applied in the world.
So instead of just focusing on what you're good at on paper,
Right.
this is more about understanding your inherent strengths, your natural inclinations.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So how does it actually work? Is it like a personality test?
It's more nuanced than that. The GLS identifies 4 main categories of talents. Works of body, hand, mind, and personality.
Okay.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
There are 9 hybrid classifications as well.
Hybrid classifications.
Yeah.
So you're not just one thing or the other.
Right.
Tell me more about that.
Imagine being a blend of, say, someone who excels in works of hand, someone who's great with building and creating, but also someone drawn to works of mind, analytical, innovative thinkers.
Okay.
This blend could manifest as an innovari, someone naturally drawn to engineering, architecture, maybe even revolutionizing sustainable technologies.
That's amazing. It's like discovering this hidden talent you didn't even know you had,
Right.
simply because it didn't fit into a neat little box.
Exactly.
So where does someone even begin to figure out their own GLS?
Well, that's where things get even more intriguing.
Oh.
Oreva has developed something called SKAAOT, which stands for, well, it's a bit of a mouthful, but essentially it's a revolutionary platform,
Right.
a global ecosystem even, that uses genetic intelligence to completely revolutionize how we approach talent and opportunity.
Okay, hold on. We're talking about using our DNA to find our dream job.
Yeah.
That sounds straight out of a science fiction movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But this is the reality we're moving towards.
Wow.
One of the reports actually touched upon how outdated systems often lead to people ending up in careers that drain them, leaving them feeling unfulfilled.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
I know so many people who feel stuck in a rut, like they're not living up to their full potential. But what does that even mean?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's at the heart of what we're exploring here.
Okay.
Traditionally, we've measured potential by things like grades, test scores, or how well we fit into these predefined roles.
Right.
But what if true potential is about something much deeper?
Yeah.
Something encoded in our very DNA.
So SKAAOT is like having this personalized career counselor who can analyze your genetic blueprint and say, hey, you're naturally wired to be this incredible architect specializing in sustainable urban planning. And guess what?
Yes.
There's a firm in Copenhagen looking for someone with your exact skill set.
Precisely.
Wow.
SKAAOT takes all the guesswork out of it.
Okay.
It connects individuals with opportunities that truly align with their natural strengths and passions.
Wow.
On a global scale.
That's incredible. But how does it actually work? Do you have to like send in a DNA sample or something?
Yes, actually, it all starts with a simple DNA test.
Okay.
But here's where it gets really cool.
Okay.
SKAAOT uses AI to analyze your genetic data and create this detailed profile of your strengths, talents, and potential career paths. It's like having a roadmap for your life, but one that's tailored specifically to you based on your unique genetic makeup.
So it's not just about finding a job. It's about aligning your career with your true purpose.
Exactly. It's about understanding your place in the grand scheme of things and how your unique talents can contribute to the world in a meaningful way.
Okay. I am 100% on board with this.
Yeah.
This is so much more than just a job search.
Right.
It's like self-discovery on a whole other level.
And the best part is, SKAAOT doesn't just stop at matching you with a career.
Okay.
It also provides something called life window navigation.
Life window navigation.
Essentially, it uses AI to analyze your GLS and global trends to help you make those big life decisions with more confidence.
Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. Life window navigation. It's like having a crystal ball that helps you decide when to make a career change, move to a new city, or even start a family.
Exactly.
But how accurate can it be?
Well, it's important to remember that SKAAOT isn't about predicting the future.
Okay.
It's about providing you with the information and insights you need to make informed decisions that are aligned with your personal values and goals.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But if SKAAOT can analyze our DNA and provide this level of personalized guidance, it makes you wonder, what else can we learn from our genetic blueprint?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah.
And it brings us to another fascinating aspect of Oreva's work.
Okay.
Oreva's law of life and awareness. It's an equation, actually, EMCI.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
An equation.
An equation.
Things are about to get real.
Yeah.
We've got DNA analysis, AI career coaching, and now we're throwing math into the mix. This is next level self-improvement.
It's not as complicated as it sounds.
Okay.
Let me break it down for you. Oreva's law states that energy, E, equals mass, M, times the speed of light squared, C, divided by cosmic intelligence.
Oh, I'm following so far.
Okay.
But what does it actually mean?
Think of it this way. We all have a certain amount of energy available to us, right?
Right.
Our drive, our focus, our ability to take action.
Okay.
Oreva's law suggests that the more we're bogged down by ego, by self-doubt, fear, limiting beliefs, the less energy we have available for manifesting our true potential.
So it's like our ego is this giant energy drain.
Exactly.
Keeping us stuck in those old patterns and habits.
Yes.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. The I in the equation represents our connection to something larger than ourselves, a universal intelligence, if you will. The more we tap into that cosmic wisdom, the less we're limited by our own self-imposed constraints.
Okay. I think I'm starting to get it. It's like when you're so caught up in your own head, overthinking everything, and then suddenly you have this moment of clarity, of insight, and it's like this huge weight has been lifted.
Yes. And in those moments of clarity, we often find it easier to make decisions, to take action, to create the life we desire.
Right.
That's because we're aligned with a higher frequency, a higher intelligence that's guiding us toward our highest good.
This reminds me of that image we have.
Yes.
The one with the spiral number sequence alongside the flower of life pattern.
Yes. It's a beautiful visual representation of this concept. Yeah.
The spiral represents the exponential growth that's possible when we align with this cosmic intelligence.
Right.
And the flower of life symbolizes the interconnectedness of all things, reminding us that we're not on this journey alone.
It's like we're tapping into this universal power source.
Yes.
But how do we actually access it?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
And it relates back to another concept we touched upon earlier, the body, mind, spirit, soul connection.
Okay. Yes. I was hoping we'd get back to that.
Yeah.
It's all connected, isn't it?
It is.
Like we can have all the genetic potential in the world, but if we're not taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, then it's all for nothing.
You hit the nail on the head. It's about understanding that true well-being is holistic.
We can't compartmentalize our lives anymore.
Right.
Our physical health impacts our mental clarity, our emotional state influences our energy levels, and our spiritual connection affects everything.
Right. It's like that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
If we're not taking care of ourselves on all levels, we won't have the energy or the capacity to step into our potential, no matter how much cosmic intelligence we're tapping into.
Precisely. And according to one of the sources, the soul actually starts imprinting its energy onto our DNA 88 days before we're even born.
Really?
Yeah.
88 days.
88 days.
Wow.
It's like our soul is laying down the blueprint for our life's journey before we even take our first breath.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder if there's this deeper purpose, a plan that's already in motion even before we're consciously aware of it.
And then when we're born, our spirit enters the picture.
Okay.
Bringing that blueprint to life, animating our physical form with its unique energy and purpose.
So it's like the soul creates the blueprint, the spirit puts on its hard hat and gets to work.
Right.
And our body is the physical manifestation of that collaboration.
Yeah.
That's a pretty amazing way to think about it.
It was a beautiful dance between the seen and the unseen, the physical and the non-physical.
It makes you wonder, though, if we're all born with this incredible blueprint, this potential already encoded within us, why do so many people struggle to find their purpose, their path?
Well, we live in a world that often discourages us from listening to our inner wisdom, from trusting our intuition.
We're taught to follow the rules, fit in, and not rock the boat too much.
Exactly. But the truth is, we all have a unique contribution to make.
Okay.
We each have a song to sing a story, to tell a gift to share with the world.
So how do we start tuning into that inner guidance system? How do we start deciphering our own personal blueprint?
It starts with awareness.
Okay.
By understanding our GLS.
Okay.
We can begin to recognize our natural strengths and inclinations, and by cultivating a deeper connection to our body, mind, and spirit.
We can start to clear away some of that ego clutter that's blocking us from accessing our full potential.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm feeling inspired here. But there's one piece of the puzzle we haven't touched on yet.
Okay.
This whole idea of the world shifting into a 5D consciousness.
Yes. The age of transformation.
Yeah.
It's a concept that often evokes a mix of excitement and trepidation.
Because it implies that everything we thought we knew about reality is about to change.
In a way, yes. But it's important to remember that change is inevitable.
Right.
The only constant is change.
So how do we even begin to wrap our heads around this shift to 5D consciousness? It sounds pretty intense.
It can feel overwhelming if we just focus on what we don't know.
Right.
Imagine it like upgrading from an old clunky computer to a lightning-fast, super-powered model.
Okay.
The old one worked, but this new one opens up possibilities you couldn't even imagine before.
So what you're saying is don't freak out about the tech specs. Just be excited about the cool new stuff you'll be able to do.
Exactly. 5D consciousness is about tapping into this higher vibration, a state of being where fear and limitation are replaced with love, unity, and abundance. It's about recognizing that we are all interconnected, not just on a physical level, but on a deeper energetic level.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's still a big leap from where we are now.
It is.
With all the division and chaos in the world to this utopian vision of harmony and unity.
It is a process, no doubt.
Right.
But it starts with each individual making a conscious choice to align with this higher vibration.
Okay.
It's about choosing love over fear, forgiveness over resentment, and collaboration over competition.
So it's not just about waiting for the world to change around us.
Yeah.
It's about actively creating that change within ourselves.
Precisely. Remember Oreva's law, EMCLA.
Right.
As we raise our individual vibration, as we tap into that cosmic intelligence, our energy literally increases. We become more magnetic, more aligned with our true purpose, and more capable of manifesting our desires.
So it's not just some abstract spiritual concept.
Right.
This shift to 5D consciousness has real-world implications. It can literally transform our lives.
Absolutely. Imagine a world where instead of competing for resources, we're collaborating to create a more sustainable and equitable future for all.
Okay.
Imagine a world where our work is not just a means to an end, but an expression of our unique gifts and talents contributing to the collective good.
It's a beautiful vision.
Right.
But if we're being honest, it also feels very different from the world we see on the news with its constant conflicts and challenges.
That's why it's more important than ever to focus on what we want to create, not on what we fear. It's about recognizing that even in the midst of chaos, there is this underlying order, a cosmic intelligence that is always guiding us toward our highest potential.
So what's the takeaway for our listeners who are feeling inspired, but maybe a little overwhelmed by the sheer scale of it all?
It's a lot.
What's one concrete step they can take today to align with this 5D energy?
It starts with awareness.
Okay.
Pay attention to your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. Notice when you're operating from a place of fear or scarcity.
Okay.
And gently guide yourself back to a place of love and abundance.
It's about making conscious choices throughout the day that align with the world we want to create.
Exactly. And remember, you are not alone on this journey.
Okay.
There are countless others who are waking up to their potential, who are choosing love, who are creating a brighter future. Connect with them, support each other, and remember that together we are capable of anything.
This has been an incredible deep dive. We've gone from decoding our DNA to understanding the very fabric of reality itself.
It's a lot to cover.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling energized, inspired, and ready to step into my full potential.
As am I. It's been a pleasure exploring these concepts with you.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. Remember, the age of transformation is here. The question is, are you ready to unlock your full potential and create the life you were born to live? Keep diving deep. Thank you for joining us today. If you're ready to unlock the next level of your personal and professional journey, we invite you to connect with Gray Consulting. Whether you're seeking enterprise reports that align your business with its higher purpose, personalized reports to discover the essence of your unique potential, or team harmony consulting that fosters true synergy and growth, our insights are designed to empower transformation.
For those seeking deeper clarity, we offer counseling and guidance tailored to your individual or organizational needs, with a focus on unveiling your full potential. And if you're intrigued by the pioneering work of Oreva blending cosmic intelligence, wisdom, and business innovation, reach out to us for more details. You can also leave a personal message for him on Instagram at oreva.life.
This is your moment to move beyond limits and into the extraordinary. Gray Consulting is here to guide you on that path.